look like a little girl right now when I have like my hair up in this little headband. First off, we are going to be starting with eyebrows. I'm going to reference how she does her eyebrows. This picture right here. Look as close to it as possible. So right now I'm just going to be using my Anastasia eyebrow brush and the brow pomade and soft brown. So I went ahead and I finished my eyebrows. I couldn't really change my eyebrow shape as much, but this is like the closest I can get to hers. I'm going to be referencing off of this picture. This is what I'm going to be basing my makeup look off of. Marcel Eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be using a MAC 224 brush, and I'm going to be taking this little shade right here, dusting it off, putting it into my crease. I'm going to be taking this Morphe M433 brush and this copper shadow here and all over my lid. Next, what really like gives her kind of that cat eye feel is so many of the tutorials like she's done like of her own makeup, her own liner with. My dad just got home, so my animals are like going crazy now. Brown shade, same palette. Kind of smoking it out first. This is also by Anastasia, and brush number 20. Gonna create like a liner with the eyeshadow in this angled brush. I got this on like a BoxyCharm thing. It's called Aesthetica, so I'm just using this brush, but any angled, kind of creating a little wing, a little bit of the shadow, adding some more, and then kind of blending it out. 119 by BH Cosmetics, and taking it and kind of blending this out. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye, and I'll be right back. I went ahead and I finished the other eye. Next off, what I'm going to be doing is prepping my face. So I'm going to be using my Cover FX Blurring Primer. Next, I'm going to be doing foundation, and I'm going to be using my NARS Sheer Glow Foundation in shade Light 5. Concealer, I'm going to be using my Tarte Shape Tape in shade Light Neutral, and I'm going to put that under my eyes. So I wanted it a little bit brighter under the eye, so I'm going to be taking more of my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil and adding it under. I really like recommend doing this for like a normal makeup day. Like, I would just recommend going out there and getting like an actual brighter concealer. Has it all the way out. God, what is this girl doing? But she had really brightened her under eye, like how Kim K used to do it. That this up here, brighten it, because my concealer brightens, but it isn't like super bright like how they have it. Powder, I'm going to be taking my Airspun, pressing it under. I'm going to be using a lot of powder under the eye because I want to be super bright. My foundation with like like a heavy powder or anything, so I literally just take the back of my sponge like this, use my Airspun, just take me like that, kind of pat it into the skin, and set the rest of my foundation. So now we are going to do bronzer. She's like really bronzed. Sent this by BoxyCharm, this Pure Cosmetics sculpting palette, and the contours are pretty dark, but I'm pretty sure if I use a light hand I could kind of work with it. And I'm going to be using my Everyday Bronzer by Bobbi Brown. Also Morphe M523. This is the best contouring brush I have used. They're usually really bronzed on the forehead, like almost where it's like no highlight, like this is. Contoured. I'm going to be doing my cheeks. And y'all are like, this girl, look at all that powder. But they have like extreme contour, so just going to be gently working it in. So it's nice blended. All the way down, because just by her looking, I could tell she has contour like all the way down. So my freckles aren't like covered. Like what? Usually they're like really covered, but I guess they decided not to be covered today. My chin, kind of make it go like that. And deepen up the contour. You see how boom boom. Yes. And I'm going to be using the shade Inventor right here. See, I'm just doing boop boop, tap off, and kind of patting it in. Add a little bit on my forehead because I have a bigger forehead than her. Bronze. Taking the same Airspun powder and my beauty blender and cutting out my cheeks. Come on, Airspun. This is what I do, especially for really bright set under the eye. I do not use a brush to take off the excess powder. I use the end of my beauty blender and I kind of press it into the skin. So you don't have to worry about like brush strokes. Like sometimes when I would use a brush, it would just make streaks and it would wipe away the concealer or foundation and it would not look cute. It's nose contour and my nose is completely different from hers, like completely different. But I'm just going to contour kind of like hers, you know, whatever, we'll see. I'm not the best at nose contouring, but we're going to be using my Bobbi Brown bronzing powder. And everyone who's wondering what shade, this is in Natural 1. My nose is definitely skinnier than hers, so it's like nothing I can really do about it. I am going to make it a little bit shorter by contouring here. The mixture of the colors, so I'm just going to be taking my same Morphe M443 brush and back to this shade right here, dusting it off and adding that to my under eye first. Like so. Here in my Becca Shimmery Skin Perfector in Champagne Split, so I think this is Champagne Pop with it. I'm not completely sure. Oh, Prosecco Pop and Amaretto powder brush. This came in like a little set and I'm just going to be taking a little bit of that. Kind of just focusing right on top of the bronzer. I like help blend the bronzer up with the under eye. Super cute. I love to use for my highlight is, do not mind this palette. It is so dusty because whenever I close it, it's just like loose powder gets everywhere. So, but as you can see, I already hit pan, but this is what I use as my highlight a lot. It's in shade Candle and the Tartelette Toasted palette. I always use it. It's super cute, super bright. What to do is I like to take my finger, dip it in, and I like to do it the tip of my nose and bridge. And right top of my nose, take my other finger and kind of pat it in. I'm gonna just use that as my highlighter, so do it. You do not want to put the highlight up here, like that's not where your cheekbone is. You want to put on top of your cheekbone. Your cheekbone's actually right here. So when it catches the light, it'll make your cheekbone look nice and raised. So, and I'm going to be adding a little bit to my brow bone. I'm going to be taking this little concealer brush by Sephora. I know you guys are probably like, using the brushes for the wrong things. Guess what? I don't care. Super cute. I do not dust it off. I press it into the skin. This mascara. I love to curl my eyelashes. It's like, make sure eyelashes pop so much more. So now I like to add just a little bit layer of a mascara. I don't really actually apply a lot until after I put my lashes on. Alright, so I had put on the lashes, and in the picture they don't look, I mean, they're pretty big lashes, but they're not as big as the ones I had on these. And all of my lashes are pretty big, so what I'm going to be doing is just curling my lashes, adding a lot of mascara, and these Ardell individuals. I'm mainly just going to be putting them on the outside to kind of give them that cat eye look that she has. Love how the individuals turn out. Just to my outer corner here with the eyelash glue, and then I just added a lot of mascara and blended them together, and mascara to my bottom lashes. And I don't have the exact shade she has that she's wearing on her lips, so I'm just going to be mixing my NYX London and my Essence in shade Peachy Keen. Hers is kind of like in between these two, so I'm going to be kind of mixing them to get that look she has. Glossy, so what I'm just going to be using is, this is like what I use every day. It's super cute. It's by Baby Lips. It's in shade, it's the peachy shade. And this is what I'm just going to put. I'm going to be setting my face. You guys, I have like, well, oh, precious little man. You can't lick mommy's makeup. Luminous Dewy Skin Mist by Tasha, or Tatcha. I think it's Tatcha. Yeah. I ran out, like, I barely have any left, and this sucks that I could barely get out, and the bottle's so pretty, like. But so I went to Ulta and I just picked this up real quick because it was right there, and I didn't feel like going into Sephora. So my Mario Badescu spray, and I'll just be using this as a setting spray. And we're like, use that setting spray? It's like, yes. Boom. Ooh, I should do my makeup like this for work. Like, yes. Yes. So now I'll be right back. I'm gonna go do my hair, and I'm gonna try to style it as much as I can like hers. We'll see, so I'll be right back. So much for watching this recreating of Kyliejenner look. This was one of my favorite looks she's ever done. Like, subscribe, join the fam, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!